Hello, SimWorld. Good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. Good morning in the West Coast. It's a little bit later in the day here in Barcelona, and we've got another SimWorld Global Tournament Classic on tap coming at us here. Africa taking on North America Select with a spot in the championship game on the line. I am Elava, and I am in the booth today with my man, the hardest working man in show business, pulling double duty, the overtime hours, Roniel, my producer, also calling some action for us today. Roniel, I always enjoy working with you. Good to have you on the broadcast today, sir.
Man, I am excited. Happy to be back in Barcelona. I've had my early mimosa. I've had my early day Malbec. I know that's Argentinian, but I am ready to go, man.
Oh, it's all good.
Let's do it. You also called me the hardest working man in show business, so I will to that say, too funky in here. Ow! All right.
Well, back to the floor here. Teams being introduced. Africa wearing the home white today, and there is Aji Fabenle coming out, number 22. He was the leading scorer in their upset victory over Europe. Meanwhile, North America also looking to advance here, led by the number one rated global recruit, Edgar Fernandez, averaging 20 points a game, exactly 20 a game, number 7 out there in the red uniforms. Should be an intriguing matchup, as there you see the starting lineups. North America, great shooting team, has outside range. Africa, on the other hand, not much shooting ability, at least that we've seen so far this year, but boy, are they athletic, and boy, are they tall, led by their 7'1" center out there tipping off right now. But it's North America that comes away with the tip, and we are underway here in Barcelona.
It's a great contrast in style in these games. Team Africa versus what Team North America is going to want to do. And that's what I'm excited to see, is the different styles in basketball. We get right to it here, don't we?
Well, Kofi Uzo out of Cameroon, 6'5". Shooting guard's a good defender, and he's tasked with handling Edgar Fernandez. And let's take another look at that. He thought he got all ball there. Thought that was just a simple swat, but the shooting foul called, and Fernandez, who is yet to miss from the free throw line this season, steps up, looking to put North America on the board to start this game.
Hey, that will put you on your heels to start a game, right? Like 13 seconds into the game, North America goes ISO with Edgar Fernandez, and he gets to the free throw line. It's something to think about for another 31 minutes and
yes,
43 seconds.
13 seconds into this thing. That's right.
Yeah, but this guy's
there,
a scorer,
Mr.
man.
Definitely is. Being recruited by Kentucky, no clear indication. And Fernandez, just 16 years old, will play another prep season next year at a minimum, but unsure what his future is. The pros, college level. He gets both free throws to go there and gives North America the early lead.
What do you think about his performance in last game, Edgar Fernandez, that is? We thought we were going to see something totally different in that head-to-head matchup of who, even I expected Nocioni to take control of that game, and I think he's the best pure, international prospect, I guess you would say. But Edgar Fernandez stepped up. What do you think about that performance?
I think the most impressive thing about it, is there a corner deep shot won't go, is that, Nocioni, I don't know how many pounds off the top of my head, but I believe he's a good 5 inches taller than Fernandez, who's just 6 foot, and again, just 16 years old. And that's, I think, the impressive thing, is just the polish and the confidence he has out there. He's absolutely unafraid.
I forget he's just a kid. It's kind of Luka-esque,
right.
isn't he? Yeah, but he's a kid.
Yeah, that's right, he is. Oh, and here quickly up the other way comes North America after that miss. Africa still not able to get on the board. Oh, there they go. And that is Aji Fabenle, who is the leading scorer for Africa Select. Nigerian ties things up at 2.
2-2, there's some defense. I'll say a difference that I'm seeing from both of their last games, or their initial games in this tournament already, is some nerves. You can see there on some missed open shots and some defense. So
Fernandez was wide open for 3 there, but the 53% three-point shooter could not get it to go. And then at this end, he's called for the foul. he and Uzo, and keep in mind that Kofi Uzo, not much of an offensive threat for this Africa squad. He is a starter, gets minutes, and actually, he's an efficient scorer, shoots a high percentage from the field and from deep, but averaging just 2.8 a game. To the line here, Uzo, a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, I'm just impressed. I think we all are in awe of Team Africa, but it looks like maybe they're going to want to slow the pace down in this one, so they don't get caught up in the storm that is Edgar Fernandez and also Rodrigo Lima, who comes off this bench and does a great job. But you think Coach Adebayo or Adebayi, hopefully I'm saying they were Adebayo. Has Edgar Fernandez scouted at all? Because he's been wide open. We call that butt naked in the hood. He's been wide open 2 times in the first 2 minutes of this game.
He is. Well, it's interesting. You were talking about the Fernandez-Nocioni matchup that we saw the other day in the first action here of the SimWorld Global Tournament. Kofi Uzo, kind of a similar player. Good defender, big, 6'5".
Nice.
Look at that.
Move.
So far, Fernandez proving to be too quick, too slippery, I'd want to say, for Kofi Uzo. Managing to get around him, get to the bucket once again there.
And that's not because of his hair.
Oh, and on this end, nice turn. That is Bakari Obekpa, 17-year-old captain of Africa out of Nigeria, averaging 10.8 a game. And still probably the biggest name on this Africa team. Oh, and once again, Fernandez aggressive, but that time can't get the bucket to go. Oh, nice. Africa, that's Aldanse Kaba.
Yeah. I think their size.
Over 80% from the field, Kaba, averaging 7.6 a game. And yeah, that's that size of Africa. And we haven't even gotten into 7'1" Obi Wakaji yet, number 32 out there. Ooh. The shot won't go either. Not happening so far for North America. A lot of the shots we've seen them put in their victories, just a little bit tight, not quite getting them to go here so far.
They do put up points in bunches, though. As long as they can continue to contest on the offensive end with Team Africa pushing the rim, and they do not seem to have any fear of Team Africa on the interior right now. As you see, he went right at the defense in the paint. I'm shocked.
That's another one of those 16-year-olds too. That's Jeremias Castillo out of Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic.
You remember when you were 16, young, dumb, and I'm not going to finish it here, but hey, it's the beauty of being young.
I didn't have moves like that at 16, I have to say. I wish I did.
So you have them now. I got you.
Yeah. In my day, I was a decent set shooter, but never did have anything off the dribble. Edgar Fernandez certainly does, and he once again is fouled, going back to the line. And North America coach Gael De Leon has taken that all day. Fernandez, a great free throw shooter.
When's the last time?
Looks like the foul was on Obekpa.
Who's the last? You know, there's literally a million comparisons that we always try and make. What is the last international player? I mean, there's so many things I can ask when it comes to Edgar Fernandez. He's such an anomaly as far as what we've seen from the international game. Just 16. I know this is high school level kids. But the ambidextrous, he can go to the left. You saw that drive. He went to the left comfortably. His great shooting. I mean, exemplary shooting, and he steps up in big moments. When's the last time we've seen an international kid with this skill? Is Luka the fair comparison, like as far as what the ceiling could be, or is there another direction we'd go?
You know, it's just that Luka's so much bigger than Fernandez that I think, you know, the nature of his game is just a little different that way. I was trying to think of any comp, you know, and did somebody? I think. Maybe it was Marsh, maybe it was Rick Blaze, maybe it was Big Bob, whatever other commentators. There's another foul. Shot won't go. Both teams playing tight defense. We're seeing a lot more free throw action than we have typically seen in a lot of these games, but I think that's a sign of how competitive this is. But anyway, I was saying that one of our other commentators, I think it was making a J.J. Barea to Rodrigo Lima the reserve point guard for North America, who we'll be seeing here coming off the bench shortly. But for Fernandez, I mean, forget international player. I'm trying to think like what a good comp for him overall might be. The thing that comes to mind, and maybe I'm just blanking a little bit here at this point, is young Jason Kidd comes to mind. Like first 5 years of his pro career, Jason Kidd maybe.
I don't know.
But that said, I actually think Fernandez is more of a scorer. So.
Absolutely, he's absolutely more of a scorer. He's taken six shot attempts already in this game.
Yeah.
There's games where Jason Kidd has never. Well, there's games where he took 6 shot attempts all game long.
No, it's true. I think I probably am thinking more collegiate Cal.
Aggressive J Kidd.
You know, we're gonna be a little bit more of a focus there, but again, just body size and type and skill set and watching him out there, it's almost more of a passing the eye test kind of a thing. But well, now we do see Rodrigo Lima in the game. He's number 4 with the ball, and he is by far the shortest player on the court. So what does he do? Drives inside, scores from 2 feet. Rodrigo Lima out of Guatemala, 5'8", 190 pound, and another 16-year-old leading this North America select team.
And this is going to be an exciting game. I'm looking forward to. Oh, what a pass!
Oh, fantastic dish, and he found Amari Achiuwa, 6'7" Nigerian, slams it home. Give Africa the lead.
Well, look. So we've heard lots of comparisons. So we've heard the Luka, now Jason Kidd. I think Big Bob texted me a moment ago and said Ricky Rubio. I struggle with that one. I don't know this guy. Just his offensive savvy. And he's 16, so that means he has more time to learn the game of basketball and be even more assertive, right? So, I mean, he's looking to go get a bucket. So I don't know.
Yes. Rodrigo Lima coming out very aggressive off the bench here on offense. Now on defense,
he's definitely more of a shooter. He's definitely more of a shooter.
And you can't rotate him over onto Jay Sala, who's 6'9" and 230 pounds. But what you can do is unleash him at the offensive end. Gets another. He's hit 2 of 3, 4 quick points. Rodrigo Lima, who averages 13.8, second high on this North America team, and as mentioned, that's coming off the bench. Oof. And both teams are getting right to the hoop right now, coming off little pick and rolls and screens.
So it looks like Team Africa's wanting to slow the game down, get some pick and rolls, get to the basket where they think they can get an easy bucket. But when Lima comes into the game, the pace picks up for North America. So this is going to be interesting.
Since Lima has been out there on the court, I'm not sure that I've seen a pass.
Why would you?
The offensive end for North America. I'm not criticizing it. It's 3 for 4. If you can shoot 75% from the field, and more importantly, it's odd. I mentioned that Lima is just 5'8", and looking at some of these African defenders trying to stick with him,
yes,
it's almost like he has a size advantage in a weird way. I
mean,
look at the African guards. African guards on this team, 6'5", 6'3", a couple 6'4" wings. I mean, there may not be anybody who could really realistically stick with Rodrigo Lima out there. Let's watch on this possession, see how Africa does with him. As Chima Ndoye, who's 6'4", 210, sticks with him.
It's a good entry pass.
And this time he gets a good inlet pass and finds Alejandro Nunez. Very impressed with what I'm seeing from Rodrigo Lima out here.
I think anyone that's tuning into this game, anybody that's getting their first looks at either one of these teams may have heard a little bit of North America, Team Africa, surpassing the teams that they beat to get here. We got a tie game, man. What does Lima have? What, 40, 50?
I think he actually has 8.
Yeah. All this talk about Edgar Fernandez.
And an assist, by the way.
Yes. All this Edgar Fernandez talk, he definitely wants in the conversation. And there were questions if he would be the
on this team.
That's a good.
Africa has to try a desperation jumper. Will not go. Nice defense that time. Under a minute to play now, opening quarter. The even battle so far, and that 3 won't go. Neither team able to find the range from deep yet. Now, you don't really expect Africa to. AJ Fabenle did drill 2 threes in that big win over Europe. But it's not really the strength of this Africa team.
Let's put
you just saw right there. That's what they do well. Mosi Inja Diata, 6'8", Sudanese. And
Pew.
look, once again,
Pew.
Rodrigo Lima off the bench in less than 4 minutes of action now has double digits.
How do you say pew in Spanish? How do you say that?
Arriba, maybe? That's my best guess. Ooh, that was a nice, pretty finish there from Injai Diata.
Yes.
Last couple of buckets for Africa. Let's see if North America can get this heave to go, and they can't. But good first quarter. Impressive from Rodrigo Lima, leading everybody with double digits. Come right back, second quarter action when we return to Barcelona. We've got a good start to this one out here. Africa versus North America. Second quarter just about getting ready to start. Do want to remind everybody, after this one, at 3 o'clock Eastern Time in the U.S., noon on the West Coast, we're going to have our Game 2. South America and World East playing to play the winner of this game in our championship game on Saturday in the SimWorld Global Tournament.
And you talked about some of those possible matchups. You want to... What a finish.
Oh,
goodness.
My lord, that is Chima Ndoye, the Senegalese wing, 6'4", had just been shooting 36% on the season coming into that shot. But, oh, look at that pass from Lima. Turned his head, fooled the entire Africa squad. Easy finish. Another assist for Lima, leading scorer in the game.
You know, he has free reign with this second unit. Looks like we got Fernandez about to check in the game. Maybe they pair them together for some time on the court. That could be really dangerous for Africa.
Well, keep in mind, North America, their strength is definitely their guards. We've been talking about Rodrigo Lima a lot, but the starting point guard on this team is Alvaro Huerta, who is the 6th-ranked global recruit. 6-foot Mexican point guard. Oof. Averaging 4.3 assists a game, but Lima and friends with the second unit putting on a bit of a show for North America out here. Nice drive again, and Ndoye whips it out, though.
You see how quick,
winding down.
You see how quick they are rotating on defense? That's what the problem is going to be for Africa, because they can't settle for a jumper because they're not a good jump shooting team. That's going to be the challenge.
Well, they caught a break there, and Ndoye missed a three-pointer. The ball goes out of bounds. Touched on the way, however, by North America, so it will remain African ball. Some subs back in the game now. And you can see Edgar Fernandez, number 7 in red, back on the court. He has 6 points. And another whistle, and this time Huerta replaced Lima at the point for North America. Called for it. Hey, you were asking me about possible matchups for the championship game, and there definitely are some intriguing ones. I mean, I think that probably, not that I'm necessarily rooting for this, but it would be very, very interesting to see Africa take on South America, just given those are two, you know, their strengths are similar in that both teams are very tall, very athletic. Africa might have a little bit of an athleticism edge, but then again, South America is a better shooting team. And also, those are the only two teams among all SimWorld Globals that have winning records at this point. Africa is 3-2, as is South America. Everybody else, actually, North America, in terms of just winning percentage, is the next best global squad. They're at 500 at 2-2. One way or the other should be an intriguing matchup. I want to remind everybody that that's coming up on Saturday. on SimWorld TV. That will be a live broadcast. You will have me, Ron Yellback, and Rick Blaze joining in the booth for that one.
Yeah, 3-man booth.
Oh, another nice dish, and this time it's Fernandez. North America's guards have not disappointed so far in this one. Fernandez, Lima, stars of the show so far, and we're locked up again at all even.
Well, what will it take to turn this game? There's a 3. There we go.
I think get it to go, however, but look at that offensive rebound won't go back up in.
So I think
cleaned up by the big Cuban center, Andreas Vargas.
To me, do I want to see Team Africa taking a bunch of threes or jumpers? No. But I think they're, based on how they're being defended right now, the willingness to take the jumper and then get on the offensive glass is a way that they could win and get ahead with this, use their size a little bit. Another good finish.
Nice drive there. Well, Africa definitely getting to the rack, able to get good looks and converting them so far. But yeah, outside shooting, the only player shooting above 31% from deep on the Africa squad is Kofi Uzo, number 14 out there in white. And Kofi's only taken 5. He has made 3. But nobody on this team really looking to get a lot of offense going from the three-point line. Timeout North America. Africa out to a 4-point lead. This has been a tight back-and-forth battle so far. There's no doubt about that. Both of these teams really kind of leaning into their strengths. Africa with their size, North America with their guard play. Break on the floor. We're going to take a break as well. 4:32 remaining in the second quarter. When we come back, SimWorld Global Tournament. Back here, Africa out to a 4-point lead in a really good contest. Our first semifinal of the day.
Yeah, if you're not tuned in, you're missing out. But if you're not tuned in, you also don't hear me saying this.
That's true. Well, one thing I will say is that I have really enjoyed watching games that the global teams have been in. It's a little bit, I find you get a little bit, almost more of an identity with some of these teams, whereas we talk about North America being so guard dominant, and then there's Africa that can't shoot from outside, as you're seeing there, but is long and mean inside. It's interesting. It's a different style of play, and one other thing I gotta say, the most beautiful court in all of SimWorld hoops is this one.
Oscar
Schmidt. Yep, the Schmidt. The ball, the court, the fans. We got a great crowd here today.
Ain't lying. I saw a pretty young lady sitting courtside. Oh, man. Yeah. Let me shut up.
Obi Wokeji scores over Edgar Fernandez. That has been a little bit of a problem for North America as Africa has been able, and they get a turnover here, but Africa has been able to rotate bigger players in some of these shorter North Americans. And there again, Kario Bekpa gets the rebound, lays it up and in. 8-point lead now for Africa, biggest in the game for either team. And North America coach De Leon is wanting a timeout, talk it over.
This is where it'll start to get out of hand here. And it looks like Team Africa is starting to exert some of their size dominance there. You've seen they're on the offensive boards here. They've had 2 straight putbacks, maybe 3 before that last break that we had also. And we see that this is where they get up to an 8-point lead.
Well, Africa is definitely on a bit of a roll. They played a great game a couple days ago, blew Europe out in a game that Europe was favored in. Really played within themselves, really played well. And they've got a challenge here today from North America. They are starting to impose that size and strength. And once again, Fernandez can't get it to go. Fernandez has gotten to the line where he's gotten some points, but he is 1 for 7 or 1 for 8 at this point. Yes, that is correct. North America, without Rodrigo Lima on the court, struggling to find offense right now. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. Get Carlos da Costa, 6'4", 190-pound Costa Rican. The Ticos, as Costa Rican natives are called, gets on the board there.
They're called what?
Ticos. T-I-C-O-S is the nickname for the Costa Rican people. I will explain it during our next dead ball.
Gotcha.
As da Costa has it again.
Ticos, it's like a small taco. All right.
Not quite, but remind me to give you the real story.
Please.
Oh, Fernandez backs it out. Thought about a three.
Passing lanes.
Oh,
telegraph that.
Turnover by Fernandez. He's starting to actually struggle a little bit. Oh, nice rebound. Oh.
This may be a little bit more of what we may see from Edgar Fernandez. It's kind of a scouting or learning moment of what he could do at another level where he's playing against other athletic, uber athletic, and size dominant teams.
Oh, and the outside jumper gets it to go.
It's over.
AG Benlay.
It's over.
That's trouble. That's trouble. If Benlay and friends can start to connect from outside, if Benlay did drain 2 threes against Europe, both threes he took, that would be a tricky situation for North America to get out of. And, almost a turnover. Instead, Fernandez is going to take another shot, but he can't get it to go.
This is going to be tough if he's not hitting his shots. 1 for 8.
You're going to need to get Lima back in the
points.
Game. Getting to the free throw line, but 10-point advantage, Africa. 1 minute to play in the first half. Oh, here we go. This ought to get him off the schneid, and rolls around and in. Fernandez able to finish there. Well, Benlay has it for Africa, but gives it up for Bekpa. Try to force it back inside again. Kaba, just too easy. Once North America gets out of their initial sort of man-to-man defensive assignments, it is just so easy for Africa to find a mismatch with Njai Diata or Kaba or Lukaji or somebody 6'8" up to 7'1", manning the paint for Africa. And just some tough breaks for North America, too. Some decent shots not going down. There was another one.
Still only a 10-point game. And that's big. That is big.
Yep. Psychologically, you got to love getting it down below double digits at halftime, but that's where we're at. All right, folks, been a good one. Opening up, come back, second half action when we return after the halftime break. And we're back. 8-point Africa advantage at the break. And I think the two key stats, just looking them over, Ilava and Raniel calling this one, and we were just talking about it during the break there. Africa with an almost 2-to-1 rebounding advantage. They got 20-11 in that first half. And the other real key stat, Africa 0 for 6 from 3.
Goodness.
Ooh, hard foul.
Wow.
Wow.
He's good. You know, this is his third flagrant foul of the season in 5 games.
Andreas Vargas, 6'10", 210-pounder out of Havana.
Clobbered him.
And the Cuban picks up the flagrant. He just clobbered Kari Obekpa. Obekpa, 90% free throw shooter, will get a freebie here.
That's not how you get back in the game.
No, it is not. Perhaps some frustration from Vargas. Well, you know, I was talking about the fact that the North America big men have had their hands just absolutely full trying to contain the post players of Africa so far. And Vargas a big part of that. Leading rebounder, averages 9.3 per game, but hands full against Africa, and maybe a little bit of frustration coming out there. But the other big statistical factor that leaped out to me, no three-pointers from Africa in that first half, no surprise. But North America, 0 for 5 from behind the arc.
Yeah.
They're a very good long-range shooting team, so I don't know, maybe that's encouraging for North America. Hit a few threes here in the second half, get back into this thing. Ooh!
That's an excellent finish.
Tough finish right there. Well, that was Mateo Del Rosario, 6'7" forward out of Trinidad and Tobago.
It looks like they're going to a trap. This is where things will fall apart very fast. Africa is we saw in the last game as Europe went to the trap. They have no problem finding the open man.
Yeah.
So that trap
frequently get a mismatch. Here's a 3 attempt, and that finally goes in. There you go. And of course, it's Edgar Fernandez who drains it.
Signs of life.
Yep. Fernandez probably not going to end up building on his shooting percentage tonight, but ooh, there. Comes away with that ball too. Chance for North America to get a little run, and that 3 won't go. That could have been big there. Alvaro Huerta, 31% shooter from deep, couldn't get that one down. Oh, the Benlay. Oh, but he
smoked it.
I don't even know if he got any iron on that layup attempt. Just brought it around to the other side. And meanwhile, is that a 3 there? No, just a 2. But it does cut the lead down to 7.
Yep.
In Africa.
Attaboye says, let's get a timeout going. Let's not let them get back in it, because this North America team can get going really quickly. We've seen it. So
they definitely can. Well, some of the deep shooters on this team, Edgar Fernandez, more than 50% from 3 coming into this game, nailing it there. Miguel Nossi coming off the bench, talented shooter. Del Rosario can hit from 3 too. We just saw him make a bucket. 7-point lead still for Africa, and they do have the ball. Oh, Africa wants a 3, but they rarely get them. Oh, nice pass.
Is that out of bounds?
That is out of bounds. That is nice defense from Kofi Uzo. Rodrigo Lima inserted into the game and tried to get a layup. Nice defense, yeah. Clean block. Kofi Uzo is staying down on this end of the floor, however.
Yeah, I think Coach is going to have to look into getting Lima and Fernandez on the court at the same time. I think that's going to be their chance. It's been the only real offensive threats. We've seen a little bit going on for North America, getting some open jumpers, but just couldn't get
tough
it to go.
There, but a rare offensive rebound for North America gets them a second chance opportunity here, and trying to go back to what worked in the first half. Another rebound. This time, Lima can't get his shot to go down. Africa up the other way, and Doye is going to try a 3. Suddenly, Africa feels like testing their luck from behind the arc. Still haven't got anything to go. Both teams trying to hit from outside, and there you go, North America.
4-point game.
Miguel Nossi was just talking about him, out of San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic, one of 2 Dominican players on this team.
I went to school with a guy named Cristobal. I had some really good jokes about his name. He didn't like me. He didn't like me at all.
You've got a lot of this North American
Oh
second
my God! Woo! That's how it's
Chiba
done.
and Boye, 6'4" out of Dakar in Senegal, throws it down
6'4".
stylishly.
He looked like he was maybe 9 feet tall on that one. He went straight to the rack.
It was a beautiful move to get free too.
Yeah, go again, sir.
Has
Don't
it again
pass
in the
that.
corner.
Yeah, I'm seeing what I got on the next time after I finish that way. I'm going for it. Double team.
Push down inside. Yep. Once again, using the size advantage. Capo Estrada for North America at 6'1" isn't going to be able to hold his own against the tall trees of North America. And Coach De Leon wants a timeout. This lead had been chopped down to 4. It's back up to 8. We're going to take a quick break, but we got a timeout here on the floor. Come back. We're exactly halfway through the third quarter here in Barcelona. Semifinals, SimWorld Global Tournament. Out to 8. 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Really good game. Entertaining. Watching these two sides go at it. Africa maintaining the strong play that they showed us all against Europe 2 days ago to advance to the semifinal. Oh, North America tries to attack the hoop, but Nunez can't get it to go down. Africa tried to get some transition going there, but has to back it out. Oh, nice pass. Great passing there from Africa. Whipped it around. Njai Diata having a nice game, and he is the third leading scorer on this team, one of 10 Africans who average in double figures. 10.4 for Njai Diata. Rodrigo Lima can't quite find the shooting touch he had in the first half. But that time, Nunez able to clean it up, put it back up in. One of 3 Mexicans on this North America select team, Alejandro Nunez, 6'9", out of Guadalajara. But right away, Njai Diata, yeah, I was just talking about him. He has really shown me something out there, and he's a problem with his sort of small forward wing kind of skills at 6'8". All right. Oh, look at Lima trying to get inside, and once again, I have to go to the stats on Lima when we get our next break. He is struggling this second half after being a spark plug for the North American side. First 16 minutes of this one. Spin. Oh, spin move. Great defense there. Carlos Da Costa. Da Costa's had a few moments on both ends of the court so far. Off the bench. Oh. Thought they were going to get it into Nunez there for a nice clean look, but unable to do so. Time running down on the shot clock now in North America. And it looks like Lima's going to have to chuck from very deep. And he doesn't get it to go, unsurprisingly. And at this end, 12-point lead now for Africa. Under 2 minutes in this third quarter. A timeout on the floor called. Coach De Leon again looking to come up with a solution. Well, this is the second point so far in this game, but Africa has sort of reached a potential breakout now. To their credit, last time North America was able to staunch the bleeding, get back into the game. Here again looking to draw something up. And yeah, we've seen a poor shooting performance in the second half by Rodrigo Lima. Edgar Fernandez came out in this third quarter, hitting some shots, but Coach De Leon decided to put him on the bench. He's back out there now for the final minute 41 of this quarter. See if he can give them.
Sorry, I had to step away there for a second. I had some baked fritty and yeah, sweet Chardonnay.
Not sitting right.
I do apologize.
That's all right. Well.
But I do have this sweet Chardonnay to wash everything down. I'm good to go. All right.
Yeah, well, North America has a little bit of a problem here. They are now down 12. Oh, and Fabenle finds Kaba. Too easy.
It's getting out of hand.
Yep. Now,
to quote
Kaba shooting 83% from the field, and I think his shooting percentage may actually be increasing over the course of this game. 13-point lead now. A turnover there. We're under a minute to go.
What a finish.
Oh.
What?
Once again. Njadiata. Oh, and look at this. Africa applying the pressure. They turn them over. Fabenle going to try a three. Can't get it to go.
If this is how
that just would have been cool.
If this is how Team Africa is going to play, I mean, we just didn't see this early in the season. They've got to be the favorites. Yeah. Their defense is out of this world.
No, they are definitely turning it up now. You know, they certainly have an Achilles heel, which is outside shooting. No doubt about that. It's just not from 1 through 10 on their roster, with the exception of Fabenle, and even with him, he's not a particularly skilled outside shooter. But with their length, you know, if you were on a SimWorld Discord, you heard B-Ron talking about it this week. The length of Africa is a problem, and it is causing problems once again out here on this court in Barcelona at Oscar Schmidt. As we go to the fourth quarter, Africa up 14 on North America. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but come back. Africa's just 8 minutes away from playing for a championship on Saturday. Africa looking to advance to the Global Tournament Championship game if they can hold on here for another 8 minutes. North America needs some help, trailing by 14. Need to go on a run here. They do have the ball to start this period. And that will help. Jeremias Castillo out of the Dominican Republic.
Gotta stop.
And gotta stop too. All right, well, that's what they need. And here comes Alvaro Huerta, and the point guard can't get it to go. Huerta, mentioned earlier, he's the 6th ranked global recruit. Definitely skilled. Hasn't done much tonight. Another turnover.
Yeah, they're going to need more
defense, and there, Fernandez pull up mid-range.
Way more of that.
Oh. Wow. Wow. I was going to say great defense by North America, too, but
got away with a foul,
doesn't matter. Africa just sends these long athletic bodies flying at the hoop, and it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. Ooh,
they gave him 3 for it. Let's see what happens. It's only an 11-point game. It's only an 11-point. That is not out of reach.
And North America can hit threes, which can help you get back from a deficit like this. And the biggest thing I think is if they can keep up the defense that they've started playing in this 4th quarter.
Yeah.
You can test shots and get some turnovers like that.
And then you don't.
A lot better than when you just let Fabenle run to the hoop and lay it in.
Totally agreed.
Well, it's hard to win every possession, I guess.
Rush shot. So for as much as we talked about him being 16-year-old and fearless, when you rush a shot, Team Africa's on the offensive glass now too.
That is Wokeji, the 7'1" big man, and his put-back attempt rattles around, finally goes through. Lead back up to 15. Haven't talked a lot about Obi Wokeji, but the 7'1", 210-pound Ghanaian, being recruited by Florida, Florida State, Texas, some other big-time schools.
And look at that! Look at that athleticism.
He causes some problems, but he causes some problems, and there you see him again. Getting in the way of that pass, and it turns into a bucket on this end.
Yep. Looks like this one may be getting out of hand here. Team Africa taking over defensively, disrupting the passing lanes, protecting the rim, and going to the basket for powerful finishes.
Fernandez does have 15. And that shot up, but it will not go down from Castillo there.
Look at that rebounding advantage.
Yeah. Well, Africa has been getting it done inside. And there they do it again. You know, through the first 3 quarters, 50 of their 60 points had been scored in the paint, which is just a ridiculous percentage. It does also say something about their lack of outside shooting ability, which I keep on highlighting as a potential weakness, but Europe and now North America have not been able to figure out how to translate that into anything less than an Africa blowout.
Maybe it's not a weakness.
Yeah.
You make your weaknesses your strength. You figure out how to do
right. Jiu-jitsu them. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
There's Obekpa driving strong. Can't get it to go, however. Vargas with the rebound. Obekpa, there you look at his night tonight. He has not had it going. You know, Obekpa struggled with his shot against Europe, too, but the captain of Africa,
he's got
his name on the African
tonight,
side.
He's gotten a lot of help.
Hey, he got a lot of help against Europe, too. That's what I'm saying, is they don't necessarily, they've proven in this tournament that they don't need him necessarily to have a big night, stay in a game, to win a game. And the man going to the line right now has really kind of stepped up and filled that role. Mosi Injai-Diata, I like the look of this kid. 6'8", 205-pounder out of Omdurman in Sudan. Be interested to see if he finds his way. I know he's getting some look from some scouts, and there's probably some scouts actually here in the audience tonight in Barcelona. But at 6'8", with the kind of skills we've seen him put on display tonight, and he can shoot from outside a little bit as well, only under 20% from 3 on the season.
That can be developed. That can be developed.
But he can be developed. That's right. He clearly has potential.
Hey, you know what it
21-point advantage.
He didn't show up today because Giannis isn't in the house as he was in the last.
That's right.
When Giannis was in the house in that game in Houston, he went ballistic.
Well, Fernandez able to get around the 7-footer Wokeji there. 17 points now, but it's been a struggle with his shot. Rodrigo Lima, after starting out hot.
You know, this game, and forgive me for it being cliche, it has a little bit of a Black Panther Wakanda, is this your king vibe. It's almost Edgar Fernandez, is this your king? It has a little bit of that feeling. He's going to end with a pretty good stat line here, was that he's going to end with, you know, upwards of 20 plus, but he had by no means had a good performance tonight, and it was not just simply because he was missing shots. This African squad made those shots tough on him, as they did for Europe as well.
Yeah, that's right. It's just Africa is playing really well right now, and keep in mind, you know, they have been playing well recently, but it's not like they don't have some signature victories from earlier this year as well.
Oh, absolutely.
This Africa squad knocked off Mid-Atlantic, and Jamison Johnson beat them pretty badly, 69-60 on this court earlier in the year. So,
to be fair, Jamison Johnson has come along late in the season. Jamison Johnson, apropos of his last name being Jamison, he just kind of snuck up on us when he started off slow, but then he's getting the party going here late. So,
well, Fernandez now is above his average. He scores a team or a global leading 20 points per game. North America up to 21 now, but that's also the margin by which Africa leads. 2 minutes to play. They are clearly going to advance to the title game on Saturday. And look at Wokeji. Put a little bit of an exclamation point on the proceedings. Another rebound, another dunk, another new advantage in terms of scoring margin in this one. Africa now leads 78-57. Minute 54. We're going to take a quick break, come back and finish things up here in Barcelona. Folks, we're about to wrap things up here. Under 2 minutes to go. Africa way out in front. Want to remind you once again, we got another game coming up. 3 o'clock Eastern, noon on the West Coast. South America, led by Patricio Ramirez. Ekla Serafin going up against World East. And that, of course, is Boris Kasabov. Kasabov, the Russian and number 5 ranked global recruit overall. Should be a good matchup between those two, and the winner of that is going to play Africa. And want to make sure you tune back in SimWorld TV on Saturday to catch that one. Africa definitely on a roll. Whoever gets them, South America or World East, is going to have their hands full with a streaking Africa squad. Well, World East does have Chen Zhang, 7-foot Chinese player who mans the post for them. But outside of that, their next biggest players are 6'8", 6'7". South America, much like Africa, has some serious size.
Take a break.
You've got, let me look at the lineup really quickly here. You've got 3 guys ranging from 6'9" to 7'1". One of them, the shortest of them at 6'9", the super skilled Patricio Ramirez, the Argentinian, averaging more than 10 points and almost 9 rebounds a game. So, well, South America would present an intriguing matchup were they to advance, but World East not wanting to hear about that. They're wanting to play spoiler. They want their own trophy. This is really the only chance the global teams get to take any silverware home at the end of the season. So it definitely means a lot to all these squads. And clearly Africa thinks they are the team to beat, playing like it. Under a minute to go now. They're just closing things out here.
Are they going to finish this game without a 3 made?
They just tried their 13th, and they still have yet to hit one. Now, keep in mind that North America just 3 for 12, I believe. Outside shooting did not end up being an advantage for them in this one. Lima back on the board. I think that is his first bucket of the second half.
Still a big fan of J.J. Barea. Rodrigo Lima.
The J.J. Barea comp is too good, actually. So good. But hey, Barea was an important player for Dallas. It's not an insult to compare somebody to J.J. Barea.
Until he came through the lane against one Andrew Bynum on a late Saturday evening.
Well, last seconds here. Fabenle going to go to the line. He was fouled by Carlos da Costa. And with our last seconds, it gives me a chance to explain why Costa Ricans are called ticos.
Oh, let's hear it.
And the reason why is most people know, even if you don't speak Spanish, you probably know words like momentito, right? Which means a little moment. Like momento means moment. Momentito means a little moment when you add the ito on the end. In Costa Rica, with their accent there, the way they speak accented Spanish, it comes out momentico, and that is why they are called the ticos, because when they put the ito on the end, it comes out eco, and they are known for that little thing. Same thing with Argentinians being called che, because they put che on everything. Well, Africa put a little bit of style on everything tonight, except for the outside shooting. 85-63, they are coming away winners. Impressive performance. My player of the game, Mosi Injai-Diarra. In Africa, we are going to see you again on Saturday. Everybody else, remember to come back 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific. South America and World East coming up next on SimWorld TV.